Yo,
Yeah,
it's dead in this town.
man,
You know,
it's crazy.
gotta shake things up.
Yeah,
For real. Let's go.
Quiet nights, there is no sound. Who needs a life with no fun around?
Good morning, you guys. Good morning. So we have a new type of setup situation. But my lips are dry. Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Redbone. If you didn't know, well, now you know. Y'all, it's a Manic Monday. Thanks for clicking on my video because you didn't have to. And I want to come on here and update you guys as to what is going on, what has been going on in my life for the last, 2-3 weeks, y'all? When I talk about new beginnings, boo boo. Everything is new except for the job. That I'm on the way to get that bag, y'all. I'm on the way to get them coins. Haven't been really watching too much of YouTube lately. Been kind of busy, you know. So, and I apologize for my absence. I'm definitely going to try to do better and get back on track. But I want to come on here and just tell y'all what's been going on. So, we moved probably 3 weeks ago. It was hectic getting moved. I end up if you didn't know, let me tell y'all, I have a disorder called fibromyalgia, and I have rheumatoid arthritis. I also have something called Raynaud's disease. If you don't know what that is, it's a circulation issue between my hands and my feet. They will turn purple quite easily, mostly in cold, when it's colder. But anyways, when we got moved, you guys, I was pretty much handling packing and the move and all of that. My husband, he had to get them coins, you know, work. So he was working while everything was going on. He pretty much did most of the unpacking of everything because your girl got ill, real sick, real sick, y'all. So I've been off of work for the last 2 weeks. So I'm on my way in. This is really probably the first time I'm going in without having to do school drop-offs because the kids are on spring vacation. But I probably won't keep the camera right here. But I just want to get on here and talk about bullies and bullying and how I feel like it is something that I will not tolerate when it comes to my children, my babies. The 11-year-old baby True, she started a new middle school, and my son, one and only son out of 5 kids, he started a new high school, 9th grade, mid-year, you know, so it was kind of rough. It's been kind of rough. Okay, sorry about that interruption, you guys. So yeah, I was talking about bullying and how, excuse my hand, y'all, and how it is not tolerated. I won't tolerate my children bullying anybody, and I won't allow my kids to be bullied. So it started with my 14-year-old, you guys. He is truly a introvert. He doesn't bother people. And I know this for a fact because teachers have told me how he carries himself and how respectful he is. He's really, especially with the new school, he's off to himself. He hasn't really made any friends yet. He's only been there a week and a half. He's trying to learn the ropes, get familiar with this new high school. And this high school, you guys, is so huge, really big. So, you know, he's trying to adapt. I made sure he stays fresh and clean, you know, haircut on point because daddy cuts his hair. Clothes on point. He's uniform. Ran out, bought him every color uniform pants. They can wear Dockers any color, and polo shirts any color, as long as it doesn't have writing on them, and as long as the polo shirt is not the same color as the pants. What that mean, I don't know, but alright. So he's been clean, so fresh and so clean looking, handsome. He's a handsome, fine little man. So he comes to me one morning. He says, "Mama, when I get my driver's license, can I drive back to where we used to live and go to school?" I'm like, "No, baby. Why would you ask me that?" He was like, "Because, it's a set of boys that have been following me and, talking smack behind me and just bothering me." I was like, "Okay, first of all, we don't run from any situation. You don't give up because of other people's foolery. You will not intimidate me." And that's what I'm trying to teach him, to keep his confidence. So basically, some of you may or may not agree with the way that my husband and I handle situations. But for us, they take the silence as a weakness, his silence as a weakness. But let me let y'all know, the boy is silent but deadly. He will knock a mother straight out, He's quiet. He doesn't bother anybody, but when it comes down to it, he will handle his business and has in the past. So I told him with the little fellas that's been bothering him, I said, well, maybe, first of all, we go with the whole thing. As long as they don't put their hand on you, ignore the situation. But if it is persistent, if it keeps going on, and they steady walking around behind you playing these games, you might need to turn around and just, just cuss them out real quick, just to show them that you're not afraid of them, that they don't intimidate you, that they not stopping no show. So that's where we are with him so far. So my next step will be to go to his vice principal or principal and have this conversation. I want to document it. So it was Friday. My baby girl called me, y'all. And if you ever been through this, I'm going to let you know how it feels for your child to be hurt, to be upset, to be intimidated about going to school. Like, people have truly lost their mind. And when it comes to, I don't know how you guys handle situations when it comes to your kids, but for me, there's no holding back how I feel and letting somebody know how this will play out. My baby called me and said, "Mama," crying, y'all, crying, baby true. "Can you come get me?" That's the first part that hurt my feelings. I'm like, "Why, baby? This is only you only been at this school a week and a half." She was like, "I want to go. I don't feel safe here." "You don't feel safe?" I had already turned around the car by then because I was on my way to work. "I don't feel safe." "You don't feel safe? What is going on?" She said first it's a little boy that's bullying her, calling her fat. Now, my baby is thicker than a sticker for sure, because she is my mini me. But fat, no, she's not fat. And first and foremost, I've always taught my kids that they are beautiful and to be confident in themselves. And this little boy has been bullying her, calling her fat, calling her names. And then I guess another little girl at lunch came up to her and said some 7th graders wanted to fight her. Let me say this first and foremost. Being of mixed race, being a light-skinned, redhead, freckle-faced baby with vitiligo, as if the red hair, freckle face wasn't enough to make you stand out. On top of that, you have vitiligo, and you have the one white eye patch on your eye. Now, when she called me, I thought she was telling me that they was making fun of her because of that. No, they just we stand out. So of course we bring a lot of attention to ourselves, and sometimes people will take that as a weakness and want to come for us. I'm sorry, it's a fact. It's been that way my whole life. It's just true. And they tried her. They trying her. So I went straight to the principal, straight to the vice principal. I said, listen here. We've never had a problem like this at all. At all. Never had a problem with this. And now that we're in a different environment around different people, both of my kids are having problems. Never have they been in trouble. Never have they've had any instances of being bullied or people coming for them or anything like that. But now in a new environment, they are both going through this bullying, you know? So I told the vice principal, it won't be tolerated. Me, I was so angry. I wanted to go to every class and let them know, this one right here, you won't be effing with. You won't. It's not going down. I don't care what happens. But of course you can't do that. So I told the vice principal, I want this documented. I will be up here however often I need to be up here. I need you to let the teachers know. I need these kids to be spoken with and let them know that this one right here you won't be effing with. I'm working on me, y'all. I'm working on it. But when it comes to my babies, I'm telling you, I will fucking lose my mind. Sorry. I will. I have a zero tolerance for anything when it comes to them. And I'm sure it's a lot of parents out there that understand where I'm coming from. When you play with my heartstrings, when you play with those people that I pushed out my punani, I got a big problem with that. You have no right to make my child feel less than, to intimidate them, to fuck with their confidence, mess with their confidence. I'm sorry, y'all. But when it comes to them, anything goes. For real. Bullying will not be tolerated. Nor will my children bully anybody. Let me ever find out. So she documented it. She emailed the teachers. She said she would chat with these students. Yes, let them know. Not this one right here. And also, she told my baby, if you have any problems from this point on, you make sure that you come to me and it will be handled. And that's all I'm talking about. And I told her, hey, I'm involved. If you need me for anything when it comes to this person right here, you call me. If she acts a fool, you call me. If she's being bothered, you call me. If you need me to come up here and set her straight, you call me or daddy, and we will be here. It may take an hour or two, but we will be there. But you guys, we have to talk to our kids. We have to be parents to our children. We have to teach them how to be productive, respectful human beings in the world. We can't just let the TV babysit them. We can't just let other people raise our kids. We actually have to put in the work and the effort if we want to bring up the next generation to be respectful. You know, these kids don't even care about how they talk to adults anymore, how they talk to the elderly, how they treat people. And that's because that's a lack of parenting. Yes, I'm blaming it on the parents. I am. We have to do better. I won't allow my kids to be a bully, and I won't allow them to be bullied. Let's make this, we gotta put our foots down. I'll be up there every freaking day if I had to. I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know, talk to y'all about this whole situation. See what y'all feel about it, if you ever been through it, how you handled it. And if you feel like, what you think about how I handled the situation. But again, I have zero tolerance when it comes to my kids. I can't allow anybody to. I can't allow anybody to mold their brains to make them feel as though they are less than, to intimidate them, to fuck with their confidence, to mess with their confidence. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm working on it. But like I said, I can't do it when it comes to my babies. But I'm back. We'll be talking soon. Make sure you like my video, share me up. I am not a secret. Tell a friend to come over here and see Miss True Redbone. And don't let the dough hit you with a good Lord split ya. I'll talk to y'all later, y'all. Bye.